Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you, Natan, for that wonderful introduction. Happy to share a little bit more about Structured with all of you today. This has been a phenomenal event so far. Thank you again for having me. So yeah, I'm Amrita, one of the co-founders of Structured. We are working on building a modern way to create a unified data model for teams that are like trying to get insights from disparate data sources. So our team is our co-founding team is me and my very talented co-founder Shivam. We were both like from the University of Washington and formerly engineers from Meta. And the unique thing about AI that we're really excited about is the fact that AI can really bring semantic context to massive volumes of data. And it can really enable people to understand the narrative within like previously disjointed data sets for the first time. So we've seen this like time and time again from a lot of conversations with our customers where we've seen that like people want to understand not just like what is contained in like one of their several tools in their tool set, but rather like understand the insights that exist when you have several different sources. So for example, if you're like, let's say you're like a revenue team or a sales team, it's not enough to understand the data that's in your CRM, but rather you want to understand everything in the pipeline, everything from the customer success function to the sales function to the accounting function. You want to really understand the analytics like from several different sources. And so that's really the type of company that we wanted to build. So happy to show you what we have so far. Um, have a demo video here today. So we've really enabled like two key functions. One is like the ability to query over your data, and the second is the ability to build a automated like dashboard and report from your connected data set. So see, this might take a second to load, but you can see that like, for example, if you want to query over like, let's say demo usage logs and you want to understand like how your current customers are like interacting with your product. You can come here and like select the demo usage logs and ask a question in natural language, like say, tell me about the usage patterns for each feature. So this like enables you to not only see the source of like your original data set, but also like get like semantically meaningful results, like how many minutes were people using your product for, what was the most common feedback for a given feature, how many times did people log in. So being able to query for this information from like, let's say a product usage source and ask a question in natural language, it really like opens up the ability for your team to make like meaningful, like data-driven decisions. And this tool that we've built, like, the AI part of it is, the parsing of the original request from the user, really trying to like understand like the user intent. And then like we use like AI, like large language models to convert this natural language query into an open search query. And then on the back end, like, we have indexed this like very like large like log file, and we're able to use this open search query to generate like much more like powerful results. And then we're able to then use LLMs again to like present that information back to the user in like a way that is very digestible and very like useful. The second feature that I can show you today is called reports. So in the same vein of being able to write queries and like extract that meaningful answer to your question with natural language, we've now created reports. So reports like really combines a lot of the same like essence of queries, but it's really a way to like do like a guided exploration of your data. So sometimes like especially like when you're like, let's say a leader in an organization, you might not fully know what the underlying representation of that data is, or you might not know where to look to answer the question. And so what reports does is it really enables you to like not only like not really need to like write a query or like even have a question to start with. We can use AI to look at the schema of all of the connected like data files and like come up with interesting questions and surface them proactively to you. So here's an example where, let's say you have like a revenue CSV file. You can come here and you can like quickly understand like, you know, what does the data in this file mean? What does it represent? And like get like these like really beautiful charts and like at a glance answer to like any kind of question that you might not even know to ask in the first place. And one of the things that we really love about reports personally is the ability to you know, export these like reports, share them with your team. You can like iterate on them over time, and like these are all like you know, like ways to really like, you know, be able to have a playground for your data and like really leverage AI to get answers and like get reports and like beautiful formats that can make you like, you know, a lot more productive and collaborate with your team in a more you know, like meaningful and data driven way. So that's a little sneak peek into the things that we're building at Structured. You know, we're still like pretty early on in the sense that like, you know, we really believe that, you know, the journey's only 1% finished, and we have so much more to learn about the space and so much more left to build. But I think speaking for myself, the thing that I'm most excited about with this technology is, you know, really being a part of this new like platform shift and like new capability that just couldn't really have been built before. So yeah, that's me, that's Structured, and yeah, really excited for the rest of the event and the speakers yet to come. Thank you for having me again.